Oh boy, I never thought I'd be making a video like this. Today, I managed to lose 3 months worth of profit in about 2 seconds.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
As you know on this channel, I want to keep it as real and as honest as possible. And I share my wins, but I'm also going to share my losses. And that is exactly what happened today. I managed to lose nearly 10% in a single trade, being caught out by news. Now I'm gonna show you the trade. I'm gonna explain how I lost and what I'm actually gonna do now to, you know, rejuvenate my account a little bit. And hopefully that way you can not only understand that I'm being as honest as possible, I also lose too and mess up, as you can see. But on top of that, you can also see and learn how to go about if you do end up doing the same mistake as me or end up losing a lot of money being an idiot like me. So I was actually like mid-trade and I was filming it because I thought, oh, this was definitely gonna hit TP, and I was convinced on it. And I had 2 positions. I had a re-entry and just your standard entry. And as I said, I'll show you the trade. But I was filming completely unaware of the fact that there was news coming. And yeah, let me just show you what happened.
No, don't pull. No. Ah!
So as you can see, within about 2 seconds, I got slipped, and from going to risking 2% on that trade, I ended up losing 10%. So the reason this happened is because I was completely unaware of CPI coming out today, and that is my fault entirely. Normally I check news every single day, but for whatever reason I just didn't check it today, and well, I definitely paid the price and have learnt that from now on I do need to check when news is coming out. So yeah, as I said, it was entirely my fault, and we're just gonna have to learn from it. But it's just, you know, obviously psychologically it is annoying losing 3 months worth of profit in about 2 seconds. But you know, the markets can take away as quick as they can give, and that is just part of the Forex process. But the reason I am making this video is, you know, I want to show that people make mistakes, people do lose, and people have things like this. You know, I'm all about honesty. So I thought, instead of just taking the L from this, let's, you know, teach and try and help other people not make the same mistake I did. Well, the only mistake being, please check news before you enter a trade. Yeah, I'm gonna hop onto the charts now. I'm gonna show you my thinking behind the trade, and then obviously how I got obliterated in a very, very quick amount of time. As you can see, here is the charts, and well, yeah, this happened, and it caught me out completely. But yeah, basically my thinking briefly behind this trade was we failed to close above this high. We'd broken this low which caused the high, and then we were retesting into the zone that I was looking for, and we were targeting the liquidity down here. Now this trade, ignoring the news, I still believe would have hit TP. This was an amazing setup, a perfect setup that I would normally always take, and have always really hit TP with this setup. The problem was with this is I just did not check the news. I did not check that CPI was coming out, and that is why you have to check, because this will happen. And yeah, it does not end well, put it that way. So yeah, I'm now going to explain to you what my plan is going forward, how I'm going to recover my account from this pretty bad loss, and psychologically what I'm going to be doing. So if anyone ever ends up in this position or blows their account, or you know, just takes a loss, you can learn from what I'm doing, and hopefully that can help you, because as I said, I've made an expensive mistake, so hopefully at least I can help some people from that expensive mistake. But please don't judge me for this. It was an accident, and yeah, it will not be happening again, that is for sure. So yeah, first of all, I'm just going to talk about my plan to actually fix the account that's gone wrong and my thinking behind it. So firstly, I need to think in percentages, right? So I lost about 9.5% total, okay? And every trade I take is a 1 to 3. So theoretically, if I was to win the next 3 trades in a row, which is possible, I will be back to where I was in the first place. You know, that's all it takes, 3 trades. And that is how I need to think. You know, 9.5% in a single trade sounds a lot, especially when you only wanted to risk a max of 2, but it is recoverable. You know, the account is a bit in the mud right now, but it is recoverable. You know, it's 3 winning trades, or it could be a win, a loss, a win, a loss, and I'm still going to be near enough back to where I was, which I fully believe in my strategy that is possible. And as you know, I win fairly often, so the actual fact that I've lost that 9% doesn't bother me that much, because I know that over time I'm gonna be making that money back. It's just I got smacked today, and yeah, that didn't really end well. So psychologically, obviously, when you're risking 2% and you end up losing nearly 10%, as well as thinking that is 2-3 months worth of profit gone, how am I going to sort of fix my mindset about this, and how am I going to make sure that I don't have this issue again? Well, obviously the issue was from trading news. That won't be happening again. You know, didn't mean to, and as I always say, I never trade news, so you know that I genuinely just didn't check, which was just stupid, but whatever. So mindset wise, obviously when it happened, I was a bit like, oh my god, because that is nearly the most I've ever lost in a single trade. No, actually it is the most I've ever lost in a single trade. And yeah, it just sucked. Obviously I was a bit like, wow, because I had full belief in this setup. As I said, news out of the way, this would have been a amazing trade, but it is what it is. So I closed the charts after that happened, obviously. I'm not going to be revenge trading that. And I went to the gym to let off some steam, because obviously, you know, however good your psychology is, it's going to annoy you losing that amount when it's, you know, your hard-earned profits just gone in about 30 seconds, not even that, like 2 seconds. So I went to the gym, burn off the steam, and then now I just have to reset. So obviously I haven't traded the rest of today, and the rest of this week I will only be trading if the setup is an A-star setup and there's no news, obviously. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and then next week we're going to reset, we'll come back and we'll trade like normal. But this week, unless there's a perfect setup, you just need to take some time away to, you know, build back up that confidence, back test, whatever it is, and just, you know, reset. And that is what I'm going to be doing. So unless there's an amazing setup, I'm not going to be trading the rest of this week, and we'll come back stronger again next week. The other thing that I tell myself is, obviously, this is Forex. You know, it can be like this sometimes. You know, great traders have lost thousands of pounds, and mine wasn't like a super high monetary amount as opposed to percentage sound. So, you know, it's okay. It is okay. We just need to work on, you know, checking before we enter. So yeah, so that is basically my mindset behind it. As I said, just going to be honest with you, and hopefully this video is something that you can take from, and you can also understand that everyone loses. I don't care how good you are, I don't care who you are, you lose. If you don't say you lose, you're lying. So I want to be as open and honest about my trading as possible in this, you know, channel, and so that is why I'm making this video. So hopefully you learned something from it, and yeah, I will see you in hopefully a breakdown where I've made some money.